a ship right in the middle of the city, found in the mega metropolis of Hong Kong. From above, an incredible image, surrounded by skyscrapers and the rush hour traffic. A stranded passenger ship? How on earth did it get there? We make our way to the Hang Hom district. That's where it's said to be, the big city ship. Huge skyscrapers everywhere, and in the midst of them all, we found a real ship, perfectly seaworthy. 110 meters long, 20 meters high and 40 meters wide, lying there in the middle of the street, surrounded only by a small puddle of water. We want to know what it's doing there.
The harbour is close by, so I'm not surprised there's a ship here. I don't find it strange. It feels quite normal inside as well. I've known it since I was a child. It's completely normal for us.
So a huge passenger ship in the middle of the city is no great surprise to anyone here. We want to know a bit more and take a look at the belly of the ship from the inside. On more than 130,000 square meters, there are 300 shops, a cinema, a gamer hall, and even a bowling alley. We are in a shopping mall, including a gourmet restaurant. In here, the unusual external shape goes completely unnoticed. We still don't know the story behind the stranded ship, so that's why we meet Agnes, the mall's PR representative. The building is said to have cult status.
The ship's been here for over 30 years. About 180,000 visitors come here every day. Many of them are tourists who have travelled to Hong Kong especially to see it.
The shopping mall wasn't set up inside the ship right away. Before that, it had stood empty for a few years. Agnes shows us the deck. From the railing to the radio mast, everything is fully functional. This ship could actually sail.
In the 19th century, a dry dock company stood on this very spot. Ships were repaired, built and moored here. The residents wanted to commemorate the Whampoa dock. That is why there's a ship here.
And there it is, in a sea of skyscrapers. In Holland, we came across this aerial photograph. A puzzle piece, somewhere near Utrecht. But what is it actually? We set off to ask a few people around town.
Isn't it in Dubai or Oman somewhere, those islands?
Kind of a fun fair.
Okay,
A carnival.
But you never seen it?
I've never seen it. And it looks like the ocean.
It don't exist. It's imagination.
I know it.
Where is it?
Maasvinsplassen.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
It must be somewhere close to here, yet hardly anyone seems to know the picture. The huge puzzle piece, surrounded by water, is supposed to be in a bathing lake north of the city of Utrecht. We're at the location we were sent to, but it doesn't look like there are any puzzle pieces anywhere near. Well, it all depends on the perspective. We're definitely in the right place. We take a look around. Water slide, climbing frame, sunbathing lawn, clearly a playground. But why this strange shape? To find out, we meet the island manager. He wants to explain to us why this platform has such a unique shape.
Mariska Pemmelaar made this island to show that the Maasvinsplassen is a playing ground. And what's playing? Playing is puzzle, jigsaw. And you see here on the island the jigsaw form.
The Jigsaw Island was built 20 years ago and has been particularly popular among families with children ever since.
They know the shape of the island, but not all people does know the shape. But when they are here, they will see the special shape and they're getting to think, well, what would it be? And then they can see on the map it's a jigsaw.
Ah, yes. So everyone looked that up on the map.
Puzzle.
Yes.
is a purple.
But you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, like a jigsaw? Yeah. Oh, really?
So the visitors didn't even notice the most interesting thing about the island. Sometimes it's worth changing your perspective. That's why we like to look at it from the air. No, our camera doesn't have a blue cast. And there's nothing wrong with your TV either. Almost all the houses in this city really are blue. We are in Jodhpur, in northern India. Here, there's been one blue house next to another for centuries. We want to find out why the inhabitants are so fond of blue. This is the blue city because that's what the Brahmins call it. There's just blue houses here. Why? I don't know. The blue city? Yes, we painted the houses blue many years ago because that's what the Brahmins do. And we also follow this tradition. Brahmins. This is the name given to the people who belong to the highest caste in India. Respected people, often scholars or priests. We follow this trail and make an appointment with one of the oldest Brahmins in Jodhpur. At his home, even a few walls inside the house are blue. Brahmins are very devout. They want peace and no violence. That's the message we Brahmins want to send with this blue color. It's our symbol for peace. And everyone can see this is where a Brahmin lives. So it's a status symbol. In Jodhpur, however, almost 80% of the houses are blue. But only about 20% of the inhabitants belong to the Brahmin caste. So that alone is not the solution to this mystery. Most people in Jodhpur just imitate us and paint their houses blue too. It doesn't matter if you're a Brahmin or not. I don't get upset about it anymore though. It's okay for me now. Okay, so far so good. But why does almost everyone do it? We meet Bhagwan. He also lives, of course, in a blue house and is just having his walls repainted.
तो आप अंदर आके देख सकते हैं. If you want, come to my house and look inside also. Okay.
Of course we want to. We already know that the blue colour is a status symbol. But Bhagwan wants to show us that it's not just a matter of everyone pretending to be Brahmins. There is another reason for the city's blue fever.
In the blue color they use copper sulfate, which is when the heat come to the copper sulfate, it's become a gas inside from the walls, and it's protect from the mosquitoes. So mosquitoes not staying in the room.
There's no proof for this. Bhagwan assures us, however, that no mosquito has bitten him for years. Besides, the paint is supposed to lower the temperatures in the houses because it reflects the sunlight. So it's a real all-purpose weapon. Homemade mosquito protection, air conditioning and a status symbol. That's why the houses here are all blue. But the effect of the miracle colour is something you also have to believe in a little. Two interlocking hearts, like a huge necklace. This strange construct lies in the middle of the sea. Found on satellite images off the coast of Magong Island in Taiwan. What exactly is this supposed to be? And who put the hearts there? We ask at the harbour. No idea what that is. It's on the other side of the island.
That's for tourists, especially for young couples. They come here and take pictures or get married in front of the hearts.
A tourist attraction. Aha. In any case, the way there is perfectly signposted. In fact, the island of just under 60,000 inhabitants advertises these two hearts wherever it can. Less than 10 minutes later, we've already found them. The twin hearts. A stone formation in the middle of the ocean. It looks as if someone had simply placed a huge necklace in the sea. We even find a viewing platform. Only no sign of tourists at all. The information board says that the Twin Hearts were built especially by the islanders. But why all the effort? The only sign far and wide gives no information about that. Someone must be able to tell us what this is all about. Is it art or superstition? We drive to the next village. Maybe someone here knows a bit more about it. It has something to do with fishing, but you'll have to ask the older ones. This is a fish trap. This is how we've been fishing on the island for many hundreds of years. The fish swim in and can't get out again. All you have to do then is fish them out. So, back we go again. The nice gentleman also had another tip for us. In the afternoons around the Twin Hearts, things are supposed to get really exciting. And so it is. On our second visit, the platform is teeming with tourists, with selfie sticks and couples in love. On closer inspection, we discover why. It's low tide, and the stone hearts are clearly visible sticking out of the water. Now something's happening on the shore too. Chin Hao and Chonghua suddenly emerge. Everyone here has been waiting for these two. We're fishing here, what else? So, not artists, just two fishermen visiting their fish trap. Their grandfathers carefully piled up the structure by hand, and this is how it works. The tide drives the fish towards the heart. They swim through the small opening into the pools, but because of the current, they can't get out again. At low tide, the water sinks, and the fish are trapped in the hearts. We just need to get them out with the net. Probably the easiest way to catch fish. They've been fishing like this on Magong for centuries. Xin Hao and Chonghua only have to spend a few minutes dragging lines and nets through the pools, a job that takes a little more than 20 minutes. Only, somehow, there are not too many fish in the net in the end. Strictly speaking, not a single edible one. Coincidence? Unfortunately, we were not successful today. Nowadays, the fishermen go out to sea, so hardly any fish get here anymore because of overfishing. But we keep going. To be honest, we only do it for the tourists now. So, in the past, the locals really did fish like this. Today, it's just a show. The fishermen don't earn anything from this, but they are happy to have visitors on their island.